What is up, YouTube? Today I'm on my two-way tempo pusher. You see we're in the rush event. We're going up against another rush winner, and he is a mid-range slasher build. Now this was a build that I made a video on, and I really wanted to have this build at 99 overall. I wanted to make it and I wanted to play on it more. You see me, 98 overall. I got my max badges, video and stuff coming on that soon. Superstar 3. Of course I got my Rush 1v1 sleeves on because I've already won the event. It's not too hard. You just got to get a good matchups, and it's a piece of cake. But you see here, he is a Superstar 2 mid-range slasher. This is a really great build, and you don't really see a lot of people with it. The more popular version of this build is like a slash and playmaker or even a pure playmaker. The mid-range slasher is a build. It's the pure playmaking pie chart. You can still get a lot of play. It's to be honest, it's really balanced. With this build, you can get like 12 finishing, 15 shooting, 20 something playmaking, and then up to 10 defensive badges. It's a really great build. It's the fastest build in the game. You can get 99 speed. You can even be fairly tall while having 99 speed. You see there though, he ends up giving me the ball. That was a mistake. Yeah, let me just talk about this build. Definitely, if you guys want to make this build, check out my video. I have a version of this build that you guys can make. That version, actually, I gave him 27 playmaking and, like a lot, I think about 15 finishing, 15 shooting. I didn't give that version of the build. I made a ton of defensive. I only gave him 4 because I was like, clamps is basically all you need. If you want, you can take some playmaking away and get a lot more defensive. That is all on you. But let's talk about this build for a little bit. So, pure playmaker, it's all-around build. Is it worth making compared to something like a two-way slash and playmaker? Well, you see here so far, he's doing pretty good. If you got good defense and then 10 defensive badges, speed, all that good stuff, that's all you need. He ends up taking a terrible shot right there. I'm not sure what he was doing. This dude is not showing this build the justice that it deserves. But if you have 99 speed, the ability to shoot, and the ability to finish, and then basically you got everything you need to just completely destroy somebody. He stops moving right there, might be lagging. I get the easy dunk right there. Now, if you go up against a build like mine who has 20 defensive badges, it's still going to be tough, but you just got to play the mind game. You see here, he's not moving for a second. I thought he was done, but surprisingly, the man actually comes back just in time to get the rebound. And 8-0, let's see if he can give us a good game now. Of course, if you guys haven't seen any videos on my two-way tempo pusher, my badge count, 10 shooting, about 10 finishing, almost 20 playmaking and 20 defensive as I get the board right there. I've just got him completely locked up. He's got the snowflake around him now. It's basically over. He tried to come back, play a little bit of defense right there. But I definitely love going up against rare builds because I know a lot of you guys, when you see a rare build, you don't know what's in store. I've actually seen this build, I've made a version of it. I know what it's capable of pretty much. So I know exactly how to play it. That kind of throws people off, especially they have a certain way of people guarding them, and I'm going to guard him a whole different way. Like you see mid-range slash tree, you might not guard him at the 3. He's probably used to getting left wide open a ton. But I know that this build gets a high three-pointer in the 80, so I'm not going to leave him wide open. I'm going to play him for that shot. That's going to confuse him. I know he's going to be fast, so I know I can't let him beat me to the bucket. And, it's just it. I know a lot about it. You see here, 16-0, though. Let me go ahead and finish this guy off. Unfortunately, we could not get a good offensive showing from him, and the defensive showing is not that great either. But I just wanted to throw this video out here. Good game against a rare build. How many times have you guys ever seen on the court a two-way tempo pusher and a mid-range slasher at the same time? You see here, I got my playmaking takeover. I was going to try to get some ankles, but he got behind me, so I was like, let me just go for the dunk. Easy finish. Since this was a really quick gameplay, I'll give you guys one more gameplay after this, just to if you guys like watching my two-way tempo pusher in action, especially in a 1v1 situation. You see here, I went 11 for 13. He unfortunately did not hit a shot. Right here, we're going up against OMG. I didn't even see that whole name. What was it? OMG Jess or something like that. Let's see what this man has. Let's see if he gives me a little bit more of a running. This is an offensive threat with slashing takeover. Of course, the Hall of Fame slashing, Hall of Fame shooting pie chart. I still got my two-way tempo pusher. This is a good comparison actually right here. Is it better to make this build compared to like the mid-range slasher? Let's see. Well, if you like, okay, with the offensive threat, the slashing sharpshooting build, I would say you can do everything with this build. Of course, you got Hall of Fame finishing, Hall of Fame shooting, playmaking's decent, and defense is decent. Your speed is going to be a little bit lower, but if you're good with, not being the fastest and still being able to make space, and then you're going to be good with this build, I would say the mid-range slasher is definitely better if you like being taller and you like having a lot more speed. because with the offensive threat, you know, the slashing sharp version, most people make them about 6'3", 6'2", just so they can get that ball handle as quick as possible. You know, they'll be as fast as possible. You can make it up to 6'5", but your speed, your ball handle, it's going to be a little bit lower until you get 99. You only have about 93 speed, and that's fine. You know, my inside-out playmaker, that's, you know, that pie chart, and I do fantastic with just 93 speed. You guys see me play on him. I just go past people. It doesn't even look like I'm a step slow at all. But with the mid-range slasher, you can make him like 6'6", still be super fast, still have super great shooting. You can still get contact dunks. You got to be 6'5" and 99 overall. Of course, this build, it gets the contact dunks a lot sooner. So I would say basically they're both pretty much equal. I would say the BP build, the slashing sharp, a little bit above it, just because the Hall of Fame shooting, Hall of Fame finishing, that is a tough matchup to guard, and it's tough to predict those guys when they got their dribble moves down. So you see here, 0 to 6, I would say one weakness is the mid-range slasher is going to have a little bit better defense overall, just because they're going to be a little bit taller, a little bit faster, and probably a little bit more defensive badges. You see here, he goes up with a contested layup, makes it. That is definitely the Hall of Fame finishing badges coming into play, coming in to save him right there. Let's see what he's got. You know, he's in a box. I'm not gonna lie, the Hall of Fame clamps is no joke. He can't really get the space. He is a superstar. You know, this isn't a rookie or anything. So he's a good player. It's just I'm not giving him the opportunity to do anything. He has to force up a horrendous shot. I get the board. I take a mid-range. I take a bad shot. Give it right back to him. Not my smartest move ever, but he ends up taking 100% smothered. There is nothing he can do. He's trying to shoot. He thinks he's got the space. It's just not enough. He's not going to be able to get by me because my clamps are just going to be keeping him from, you know, any kind of blow-bys that he usually gets with this build. And now it's time to go. It's time to finish this man off. He's had his chances. You see here, I'm doing a little bit of a hezzy between the legs, trying to look at that baseline. He's there. He fouls me. Doesn't want me to have the opportunity to go. His teammate grade is a D. He's got to be a little bit careful. Can't do too many more fouls. Of course, doing the triple threat right there. Hop step through this man with the big body dunk. You see fancy footwork, silver popping up. Fancy footwork, people, you know, silver's plenty if you guys don't have to have it on Hall of Fame. You see here, dribbling up on him a little bit. He's kind of staying back, kind of staying forward, just enough to make me not be able to take the mid-range. I end up taking a little fade right there. Not the animation I want. Unfortunately, now I'm out of energy, and I got to make something happen. I'm going to hit him with the step back. Hezzy right here, hop step. He jumps, gives it a weird animation. It gives me the weird little hook layup shot right there. 2 to 10. What am I shooting from the field? 83%, so I'm not looking as bad as I thought. I get this man up the ball a ton, though. I take the 3 right there. Gives me a long 2. I wide it, but it's able to go in. 3% contested. Probably if that would have been 5, I would have been able to miss that. Take the fade right there. The exact one I was wanting to do the last time, and I'm able to green that. 2 to 14 now. Now I'm in my bag. Let's see what he's got. A little step back right here. Yeah, I mean, offensive threat, yeah, I pretty much get a dunk right there. Offensive threat, that was the main build back when the behind the back was in the game. Once they took that out, people started going to the two-way slash and playmakers a little bit more and stuff because, you know, I'm not going to lie, with a two-way slash and playmaker, you're going to be able to get the ball back just because you got so many defensive badges. With the inside-out playmaker, if you couldn't use the behind the back, if you're not good with ISOing that build and you lose the ball, you might not see that thing again because some people can't play good defense without a lot of Hall of Fame defensive badges. Of course, some people can play extremely, you know, amazing defense without it. You see here, I get the dunk right there. It's 20 to 2. Can I get some ankles on this man? Is he going to give me the opportunity? He's staying too far back. Hitting him with a little sham god right there. Of course, he gets behind me, so I just got to finish him off right here. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys like the comp, well, not even comp, the rare builds matchup. This is Tonic. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.